This stage and in the background of many Game of Thrones scenes. Give it up for Eli Jessen, everybody. Eli!
Awesome. Hey guys, how we doing tonight? Oh, fucking beautiful, man. Hey, has this ever happened to you? You've been in a fucking rush out the door, throwing clothes on, like, you know, you're getting ready to go, and then like an hour and a half later you realize that the hair tie you put in is actually the cock ring you use when you do too much of something and have to masturbate it out of your body? Is that just me? Okay. I guess the moral of that is when you're shaking my hand later, don't get too close. Oh man. Yeah, I've been doing all right, man. I've been finding myself getting really irrationally mad lately, though, about like stupid fucking shit. Like disingenuous dirty talk has really been getting on my nerves. It's not like I've been with like 3 girls in the past ever, give or take. Not bragging, just throwing it out there. No, they've all hit me with the same fucking dumb line, like mid-coitus. They'll grunt up at me with those doe eyes and it's so big. Really, it's so big. That's what it's so. I don't know how I'm supposed to plant my seed anywhere near your chin with that mountain of bullshit spewing out of your mouth. Honestly, like I mean, I'm not saying it's not true because fucking look at me. It's just no, it's just fucking lazy, man. Like, is it so difficult to be in the moment, guys, ladies specifically, guys too, you know, just give an honest compliment. Like, I don't know, look up at me and tell me, like, I don't you really look like you're trying hard. Or, I don't know, like, wow, you gotta be the best I've had tonight. Probably. That's a lovely shade of purple your dick is turning. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. So I've been thinking about kids a lot lately and weird transitions. I have a daughter, man, and she's 5 years old, and she's just at that age where kids are starting to, like, you know, solidify ideas of what the world's supposed to be. Like, and I remember when I was that age and you know, growing up and the heartbreak I felt when I found out that my convictions were just all bullshit. Like, do you guys remember the DARE program? Yeah? No, it's fucking awful, but we all went through it, right? We all did the same thing, you know? We get there and we're like, I'm never gonna smoke weed. Or, I'm never gonna drink, drinking's bad, people that drink are bad. Or, I'm never gonna smoke meth in some Filipino's basement because he puts a gun in my head and swears, God, I'll shoot me if I don't. I guess what I'm trying to say is time makes fools of us all. No? Not, you guys never smoked weed? Yeah. Drugs? What? That's enough. Oh yeah, I've recently come to the realization that I might be a little bit creepy. Which, I don't know why you had to laugh at that. Hard for me to realize. No, like I don't know. Like I'll be sitting at the bar. This actually happened. Sitting at the bar, just thinking about life's great mysteries, staring off into space. And then, like, as reality slowly fuzzes back into existence, I realize I'm, like, forced eye contact with some poor girl having a panic attack. And, like, I don't know how the fuck to handle that, so but I give her the finger guns, obviously. That's what you do. No, but shit like that happens to me all the fucking time. Like, I had to register same daughter for kindergarten recently, and I was waiting on her mom to show up. Outside of the elementary school, and I'm just standing across the street, not realizing what it might look like for me to stand across the street staring at an elementary school. So I'm out there for probably like 10 minutes, and finally, I'm assuming they're an administrator, comes and starts, can I help you? And what I said to this poor girl was, no, I'm just waiting. What I fucking guarantee she heard was, I'm just waiting. So yeah, that was the third time I got arrested. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, I am a father, and despite my many faults, I consider myself to be a pretty good father. But it took a while, man. Like, I remember when my ex-wife was pregnant, and like, you have to go in and you talk to the doctor, and they tell you to do your research. And one of the things they tell you to research is SIDS. Are you familiar with SIDS? That's a weird thing to root for, man. For those of you that don't know, it's sudden infant death syndrome. Is what SIDS is. I remember going through that, like reading up on it, and just like my mind exploded. Like, holy fucking shit! Because kids just fucking die, man. Like for no goddamn, like that's what they do. Before I finish this sentence, a child has died. That's all they do is they fucking die for no reason. So I'm reading up on this, and like I remember thinking, like, holy shit, this isn't over. Like, this war's not over just because she doesn't miscarry. I still have a chance out of this. Fine, I don't applaud for that. But for those of you that are a little upset, that joke is not about me wanting to kill my daughter. It's about me wanting God to do it for me. And, that motherfucker hasn't taken requests in, like, ever. So, I don't know, I think that's my time, guys. Thanks.
Eli, give it up for Eli, Jessen, SIDS. All right, keep this freight train going. This next contestant works here. You see him at the door asking for ID and just mean mugging you. Give it up for Chris Clark, everybody. Chris! Hello. So I just went and took a couple shots at Hawthorne Strip, just to kind of loosen up, like this guy. Double fisting it, I like it, on a Wednesday. You guys are outlaws, I like that. So I was finger blasting an old lady in the parking lot of a feminist comedy showcase recently. Yeah, I mean, you're judging me, I get it, I deserve it. But there's nothing worse than getting judged in the red box line, right? Nothing. You're looking back, you're just like, this is my time, I need my space, Why are you looking over my shoulder, okay? You don't need to know it's a Meryl Streep marathon, back the fuck up, okay? It's cool. But I was judging this dude, I was walking down the street the other day, and this guy, very Portland, walking around with a beret, because he's cultured, I get it. But he was eating a miniature pumpkin like it was an apple. Like, that's not fucking weird. That's weird, dude, like, I had so many questions, And we're not allowed to judge here in Portland, We're sex positive, gender positive. We're just we don't judge, okay? I get it. But like, I'm thinking, I got dirty with this. I was just like, we don't judge people. Maybe you like getting choked during sex. That's fine. Maybe you like to stick various fruits and vegetables up your ass, including said miniature pumpkin. I don't know. I kind of wanted to ask that dude that, but I didn't. I was too high. I couldn't talk to him, And then I was just at Hawthorne Strip like 20 minutes ago or whatever, and the stripper goes, do you do coke? And I was like, no, I don't. I've never done hard drugs. I'm sorry. And she called me a pussy. She called me a pussy. That kind of just, that's tough from a stripper, And I was like, okay. I'll show you. So I was thinking recently, I was downtown in Chinatown, where I almost get stabbed every single night, And I ran into this homeless dude, and his name was Solutions. You guys, some of you know him. 6'8" homeless dude comes up to me and just goes, hey man, do you want to know the solutions in the world that we live in? There's so much out there. And I go, okay, I like where you're going with this. Tell me. And he goes, this world is ever vast, Time isn't a real thing. People aren't real. We're all just an illusion. Every decision you've ever made led up to this moment right now, me and you. And I was like, that is fucking deep, dude. That's deep. You have the solutions for sure. And then he aggressively unrolls a crack rock out of a Taco Bell napkin and goes, hey man, you gonna buy this shit or what? I don't know how to decline crack, so I mean, that was the first time I did crack. So like, it was sick. I mean, I've done coke, like that stripper said, but I drank a bunch of Red Bulls and smoked a bunch of weed, so I get it, okay? I get it. So I was in Las Vegas recently for a bachelor party, which is the best place ever to go for a bachelor party. And we were staying in the motel, just hanging out, recovering from the night before, you know. You get 4 hours of sleep in like 3 days in Vegas. And we're flipping through channels, just recovering. There's like Dog the Bounty Hunter, and all of a sudden it's just like, hey, do you want to rent porn for $15? And I was just like, what the fuck? In 2014, where I could sit in that sound booth before the show and look at YouPorn, pretend that I'm looking at my notes, you know, like, there's still rent porn? Like, you spend 15 bucks on porn? I get it, okay. When I'm in the Motel 6, and I'm masturbating with Tears as lube, maybe a little bit of malt liquor, you know, I get it. I need a little production value. When I'm really romancing myself, you know, I want a soundtrack, okay? I want a plot. Yeah, I get it. That's cool. But I was thinking about the psyche of that person. But that person pairs in comparison to the person that still watches softcore porn. My roommates and I got DirecTV, and we were just sitting there bonding, you know, watching TV, flipping through channels, you know, watching Duck Dynasty because my roommates are idiots. We're watching that shit, and all of a sudden Cinemax comes on, and it's a topless young woman, and I go, leave it there. And we sat there for 45 fucking minutes, and it was just nothing. It's just like them making out, and just like a little nipple here and there. And I was thinking, what psychopath was watching this? Like I said before, you can stick a pumpkin up your ass. You can find that on the internet in 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds, 0.008 seconds. Like, who watches that? And I was thinking, oh, I know who watches that. People in the South. People in the Bible Belt or the South are watching that shit, okay? You know? When I'm jacking off for Jesus, I want my porn to be pure. You know what I mean? No penetration. Just, that's for heathens, okay? It is. Speaking of heathens, I took my dad to the strip club for his birthday. Don't ever take your dad. Especially don't take your dad to Casa Diablo. Come to it, we got some fans, let's give it up. Casa Diablo, yep. It's great place. Walking in, you know, sticky, stale beer on the floor. Single mother taking your money. A bouncer that's the scariest human being you've ever seen in your life. It's like a biker, and you're like, fuck, I'm not getting out of hand here. You're walking in, you're hanging out in the booth, and at one point, you look over your dad, and there's a woman with a C-section scar just a little bit too close to your dad's face, you know? And you're just like, fuck, this... So you have to drown your sorrows, you know, like a responsible adult. I got shit-faced at one point, and he just bumps me and goes, hey man, what's your type? And I was like, oh, I don't want to talk to you about this. I don't want to talk to you about this. And then he goes, eventually I gotta reciprocate this. What's your type, Dad? You know? I don't think I'm gonna get an erection, so that's kind of weird. And eventually I get to the point where I'm hammered and we get past the small talk because we're just enjoying the scenery. And I look back and I go, why don't you love my mom anymore? Just super personal, yeah, super fucked up. All right, that's my time, guys. This part.
All right, up next, this lady is all around the Northwest. She's